On the blacklist, does Kirk and Mendeecees not have any more reality TV? The advent of reality television has provided us with a plethora of spectacular events, elevating ordinary individuals to the status of celebrities and generating an apparently infinite supply of captivating drama. Television programs like as Love and Hip Hop, The Real Housewives, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians have made it possible for individuals to make their way to the top of the entertainment industry in ways that were not possible with traditional television. KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris are two examples of individuals who have been inextricably linked with the Love and Hip Hop franchise. Not only did these guys manage to captivate the audience with their personal lives, but they also managed to do it with the rollercoaster of drama, controversies, and progress that accompanied their time spent on TV. On the other hand, the issue arises, as it does with a great number of celebrities in the world of reality television: will there come a moment when the reality television world will reject them, and they will be deemed unfit or blacklisted from further involvement? In spite of appearances to the contrary, the possibility of KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris being blacklisted from reality television is not as implausible as it may appear. There is frequently a narrow line that separates celebrity from notoriety in the realm of reality television, and even the most well-liked celebrities can find themselves falling out of favor. On the other hand, what would it take for Kirk and Mendeecees to be blacklisted, and what does the future hold for these two reality TV veterans? As the reality star who is infected with scandal, KirkFrost. It was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that KirkFrost first came to public attention. It was there that his marriage to Rasheeda, which had been going on for a very long time, became an important element of the show. Kirk's storyline was one that saw him facing his own demons, and it was one that viewers of the program found particularly compelling. Infidelity, irresponsibility, and immature behavior were just a few of the concerns that had been brought to the forefront. However, it was Kirk's infamous cheating incident that cemented his position as a notorious figure in the world of reality television. The news that Kirk had fathered a kid with a woman called Jasmine Washington in 2013 was a shock that broke his marriage to Rasheeda and enthralled the audience of Love and Hip Hop. As Kirk handled the consequences of his adultery, attempted to reconcile with Rasheeda, and struggled to be a present father to his children, his plotline on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was considered to be synonymous with drama and scandal for a number of years. Despite the fact that his actions during these years were frequently regarded as self-centered and irresponsible, they were extremely entertaining to watch on television. Either they were pulling for Kirk to be redeemed, or they were watching to see how low he could go in his personal life. In spite of the fact that viewers were skeptical of his conduct, they couldn't help but tune in to see out what would happen next. In spite of this, as time went on, the general people started to become weary of the same old narratives that involved cheating and making poor choices. Because of the human part of his journey that still shone through at times, Kirk became a character that was simple to condemn but difficult to entirely despise. This was due to the fact that he also had a human side. His attempts at redemption were frequently met with additional failures, despite the fact that he was making an effort. For a period of time, Kirk's status as the most notorious bad boy of Love and Hip Hop made him an integral component of the show from the beginning. It was, however, Kirk's continuous role as a flawed yet beloved character that began to wear thin as fans began to want more from the reality stars that they liked to watch. Would it be possible to exclude KirkFrost from reality television? Yes, that is feasible. The cycle of controversy after scandal can only maintain public interest for a certain amount of time, and when a star becomes synonymous with narratives that are repeated over and over again, networks and audiences alike beginning to lose interest in the star. In a world where new reality stars are continually appearing, it is possible that Kirk's style of drama is no longer as captivating or as original as it was in the past. There is a possibility that Kirk's career in reality television will come to an end if the producers and fans become tired of his pranks. Furthermore, when viewers grow more aware of the real-life consequences of behaviors such as cheating, they may start to perceive his ongoing shenanigans as not only out of date but also possibly detrimental to the narrative of family and respectability that the program has been attempting to convey. MendeeceesHarris, a figure who is affectionate despite being controversial. It was on Love and Hip Hop, New York that MendeeceesHarris made his debut on the world of reality television. The show focused primarily on his relationship with YandySmith as the primary focus of his narrative. As a result of Mendeecees' charisma and charm, he immediately gained a devoted following. I had the impression that he was a truly kind person who was attempting to strike a balance between his work in the music industry and the obligations that come with being a father. However, Mendeecees had a problematic background that he had to confront, which included criminal charges and a prison sentence. This is very similar to the situation that many reality TV stars find themselves in. As Yandy supported Mendeecees during his incarceration, which ultimately led to a highly publicized wedding, the time that Mendeecees spent behind bars became one of the more dramatic narratives that was featured on Love and Hip Hop, New York. His return to the series was, in many respects, a comeback for Mendeecees, despite the fact that his legal difficulties and time spent in prison were clearly a sad chapter in his life. One of the most popular aspects of his redemption story was his metamorphosis into a family man, and his bond with Yandy remained a fan favorite throughout the series. The changing storyline of his relationship with Yandy and their journey as a pair was what kept viewers interested, not simply his background. However, his past was not the only thing that kept viewers interested. The fact that Mendeecees appeared to be the embodiment of the reality TV stereotype of the bad kid turned good made for interesting entertainment. Mendeecees was not without controversy, despite the fact that he had a personality that was appealing. His previous run-ins with the police were difficult to overlook, and his detractors frequently pointed out that it was hypocritical for him to be a part of a show that glorifies family and commitment when he had so many problems to deal with in his own life. At the time, the subject of whether or not Mendeecees could maintain his status as a reality star in the years to come was being discussed. It was in many respects depending on the course that his personal life would take that his future on reality television would be determined. It would be possible for him to continue to be relevant in the realm of reality television if he continued to avoid getting into problems and have a positive image in the public eye. On the other hand, there is also the possibility that Mendeecees, just like many other stars who came before him, could be removed off the show if he has any kind of legal or personal conflict once more. There is a possibility that his popularity will not be sufficient to erase any additional public controversies or unfavorable attention. The audience for reality television can be fickle, and if the narrative of Mendeecees becomes too predictable or filled with hostility, the networks may decide that it is time to move on to newer faces from the competition. The blacklist of reality television. What does it mean? The concept of being blacklisted from reality television is not as formalized as it may sound, but it is quite real in the sense that some stars find themselves falling out of favor with producers, networks, and audiences. Blacklisting is a condition that can occur in the reality television industry. The reality television landscape is in a state of perpetual flux, with stars rising and sliding in importance depending on how they develop, how well they are able to produce drama, and how they manage their personal lives when they are not in the spotlight. The likelihood of Kirk and Mendeecees being placed on a blacklist could be determined by a number of circumstances, including the following. Stories that are repeated. Reality television feeds on new and exciting drama. When a performer continues to provide the same story arc from season to season, producers may come to the conclusion that it is time to move on to other projects. In the event that fans no longer feel engaged or invested in the character, the value of their presence will decrease consequently. In the realm of public image and scandals, reality stars who are frequently involved in legal issues, infidelity, or other difficulties have the potential to swiftly lose favor with both their followers and the networks that they are broadcast on. They may become unreachable for future projects as a result of the outrage that their behavior has received. Fans of reality television are always looking for the next great thing, which can lead to audience fatigue. It's possible that the public will lose interest in a star if they become way too predictable or overexposed. In order to maintain their interest, the audience must be presented with new characters, fresh faces, and ever-evolving narratives. The realm of reality television can sometimes be a catalyst for personal development or change for celebrities. If a celebrity decides to pursue other endeavors in addition to the drama that brought them fame, it is possible that they will no longer be able to match the profile of a reality TV star. With a look into the future, can Kirk and Mendeecees make a comeback? Despite the fact that both KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris have encountered their fair share of difficulties in the world of reality television, they have also shown that they are resilient and have the ability to adapt to new situations. It is possible that it is time for Kirk to reimagine himself or to take on a new job that does not rely as much on his previous errors. If Mendeecees is able to avoid getting into legal trouble and continue to portray himself as a loving father and husband, it may be possible for him to remain relevant in the realm of reality television. The question of whether or not they will be excluded from the actual world TV is still a contentious topic here. It is difficult to forecast what will happen in the entertainment industry, and celebrities who appear to be nearing the end of their careers frequently discover fresh ways to make comebacks. In spite of this, Kirk and Mendeecees will need to cultivate their own personal growth in addition to being willing to adapt to the ever-shifting environment of television in order to maintain their relevance in the world of reality television. At the end of the day, Kirk and Mendeecees' trajectory in the realm of reality television will be determined by their capacity to strike a balance between the demands of their personal lives and the expectations of the entertainment industry. They have a good chance of avoiding being blacklisted and continuing to thrive in the field of reality television for many years to come if they are able to be successful in doing so.